What's up, folks? It's your girl, Liza, the Phoenix Soleil. um, man, today is Monday, the Monday after the fight, and it has been a little crazy. The last, 2 days. Well, Sunday I took the day to rest and go to the beach with the kids, with my best friends in town, and just take it all in. Enjoy the moment that I put in the work, and I felt successful at the end. Even though the outcome was not what I expected, I know I put up one hell of a fight. It is so crazy when I call myself the Phoenix, and there's so many people that relate to that type of personality, because I do rise from the ashes from a lot of things in my life. And when I step into the ring, it's like an out-of-body experience. I just snap into the Phoenix, and she's there. She's ready. She is ready to perform. She's elegant. She's, more alert. She's fast. She's, she's a risk taker. She's not afraid of anything in that moment. And that is who I am. Working, man. We out here. Weigh-in is tomorrow. Let's get it. I love being her. I love being her when necessary. And I'd like to be her more often in certain aspects of my life. But I think people are afraid of that type of pressure from me, because I push growth on people. And I think that's something that I received from my father. He does the same thing. He's a coach. I guess that's a good part of me. But also, it can push people away. the Phoenix is not appreciated by everybody.
My name is Liza, and I am from Broward County, currently living in Tampa.
All right, and how long have you been training?
I have been training within the mixed martial arts boxing industry for the last 4 years.
Okay, and when you say mixed martial arts, what kind of other arts have you learned in the process?
I have studied Muay Thai. I have also worked on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Sanshou, and now I have the discipline of the boxing stance.
So how did you get involved in EFC boxing?
Well, originally I had come to an event about a year ago at Lights Out. They had a charity event going on, and I was just one of the fans. And I said to myself, if there's an opportunity for me to do that, I would definitely get into it. And lo and behold, about 5 weeks ago, Marissa reached out to me. She was asking me if I would be her opponent in this sparring match for the charity event, and I immediately said yes. And I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's for a great cause, and it was a jump start I needed to really get back into being motivated back into boxing again.
Awesome. Now, 5 weeks isn't a lot of time. How has training camp been?
It's definitely been a challenge. The first 2 weeks was just like trying to recondition myself, and then everything else was just working on technique and trying to get this weight off. The weight has always been an issue for me. Right now, I was able to gain muscle mass during this fight camp, but I feel great, I feel healthy, and I think that this was the best decision for me right now to continue on after this fight.
Awesome. And what are your predictions for the fight?
I don't know, because I am just leaving it up to God. I'm leaving it up to everything I've worked for with my skill, and whatever happens, it's just gonna happen, and I'm gonna come out victorious one way or another just for completing this mission.
With that being said, this camp has been very lonely at times. A lot of breakdowns for sure, in the shower crying. Why? And this, just a lot of issues, weight management issues. I just gained muscle. I've toned up, and you can notice it, and I'm very happy. I feel great. I feel healthy. I feel beautiful. I feel sexy. I feel more empowered to continue and develop more and continue to network more and see where this may take me. It don't gotta be big. I just want to continue to be an athlete, a great mom, and I also want to be a professional. I want to be considered successful at the end of the day. That's what that's all of this. This is what all of this is for. Success. I earned those medals back there. Those were my first pair of gloves that I ever fought in my first exhibition fight. I hung them up because, they meant something to me. This means a lot to me. And so I took on this opportunity knowing that it would challenge me, knowing I would go through all of this struggle, knowing that I would have people against me and pushing me and not talking to me, and my own family members. Like, to be honest, this is gonna hurt people, and this is this is the reason why I have this platform, to be able to just express myself sometimes. And my dad is not supportive of this sport or my involvement in it. He liked the idea of the podcast, but now that it's a majority about combat sports, not just entertainment, and now I put myself in the position to fight again, he kind of just pushed me away, left me on red, even when I sent him the flyer and the pay-per-view link to try to watch my fight, even though he's far away. I had my best friends travel and fly out for this event, for a charity boxing event. This is not even the UFC, bro. But that is the difference of my chosen family and my direct family, among others. among others, that have chosen to separate themselves from me. It is what it is. I don't chase nobody no more. I stopped doing that. I learned that along the way. I can only work on changing myself. I can't do that for anybody else. And that goes with my relationships within this industry. I'm starting to build more. I am very fortunate that I have had many professionals and very people that I'm inspired by are now reaching out to me because now they see the potential in me and my talent and my creation and my hard work. And they want to help me grow. And I appreciate those people. And just all of the fighters in my life, all the guys that just are so supportive, that have reached out to me, all the fighters. I mean, I'm talking about everybody has been so supportive, and I feel so much love. I feel so much love. I feel overwhelmed with love, actually. At the beginning of this camp, I actually had my heart broken. That was tough. It was tough. Like, oh my God. What? My heart? Okay. But you gotta fight, girl. You gotta fight. You gotta fight to work on. That's it. That's all you gotta work on. I even told Eddie, I was like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm going through it right now. So, maybe the first couple of days just ease me on into it, and then, I'll get into it. I know myself. So, it still hurts. It's still very fresh wound. But I'll heal. Healing is such a beautiful process. You just gotta embrace it. Can't be fearful of letting go of what may not be right for you, and challenging yourself with something that may be right for you. You just gotta work hard for it. Take the risk. But it's a learning lesson for me. Love is gonna come one way or another. But cheers. This is my celebration because I did lose the fight 30-26 against Marissa. If I'm gonna lose, I'm glad it's Marissa, because Marissa is an amazing fighter. She's amazing, and she challenged me, and I loved every moment of it. Every second I was in that ring, I did, at one point, I think it was second round, Eddie, he pulls out the chair so I could sit down. I was like, I yelled at him. I'm like, I'm not sitting down. I'm ready for round 3. Success feels good. This fight meant everything to me. It was everything I needed it to be. It gave me the push to get back into doing what I love, and also encourage those around me to do the same. It doesn't have to be boxing. It doesn't have to be MMA or anything to do with mixed martial arts. I just want people around me to be happy, and not have this negativity surround them. So if I can bring positivity to somebody in the littlest form, I'm doing something right. There have been some challenges along the way, because Liza with a Z is starting to take off. I would say I'm very grateful. I've had opportunities present themselves very rapidly. Everything's starting to just pick up, and sometimes I have to choose between doing what's good for me or hurting someone's feelings, or business. Because at this point, I'm a capo too. I'm a boss too, baby. This is a brand. Cheers to Lisa with a Z, because she's taking off. I feel like I have so many different forms of myself, and it's just layers upon layers that I'm still developing, because I'm only 32. I'm about to be 33 this year. I'm in my early 30s, still developing, and that's the beauty of it. Life is just ever changing. Oh my God! You know what was so funny? My brother, he lives in North Carolina. Juan Miguel Soler. And, I told him about the fight, and he's been pretty busy with the twins and everything in the farm. And he calls me the next day, hey, what happened? I'm sorry, I got home so late, I couldn't, get to a computer. And I told him, I lost 30-26. He goes, dishonor! Dishonor on the family. This is what I deal with. This is my brother. And of course I'm like, Mulan! Why? No. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. Man, it's the craziest shit. And it was the best thing I needed from him. But, I told him what happened. I would send him the videos. But, I get support from all types of places. And then I get like a lot of negative shit come my way too. Like, yo, bro. But if you don't have haters, we'll just leave it at that. I want to thank Kat Nelson for sure. Man, what a woman. Cheers to my sis, because she's growing as a woman, as a fighter, as a boss, a businesswoman. And I'm lucky to be able to see it. I'm lucky to be able to be a part of it. We talk about everything, and good and bad, ugly, and I trust her, and she helped me during this fight camp, and just gave me that encouragement I needed. I was trying to be really humble about this fight the whole time. Like, no, I know Marissa, I know her family, her kids. I'm gonna be humble. I'm not gonna go in there to attack. And then Kat's like, nah, you need to knock this bitch out. You need to knock her out. Lights out. And it's really hard to live under the shadow of that moment, because it was so spectacular and I appreciate it. And there she was, just in my corner, and I could hear her, and while I was in the ring, just yelling it out, lights out, Lisa, among other things. And I'm very lucky to have had her there that night. Gave me that extra push to make sure I'm being that fierce warrior in the ring. I'm very thankful to all the guys that came out from Fusion. I appreciate you so much. Like, it was so awesome to have you guys there. It's so crazy how little the community is within the fight community, because then Josh pulled up and he knows everybody. He knows the husband of Marissa. He knows Marissa's husband. Literally, they've trained together. So everybody's trained with everybody at some point. So it was pretty cool. But he told me, he's like, yeah, Marissa's well experienced, so make sure that you're well prepared for this. And I'm like, I'm going in, I'm ready. And I gave her a fight. I gave her a hell of a fight. I gave her everything I had, everything I could do. Within 5 weeks, I did it. I tried to drop the weight. I trained. I woke up. I went to work. I went to train again. I made sure I was cutting my weight and, being a real fighter. And I'm going to continue, because this is who I am. I'm a fighter. Thank you so much for watching this episode. During this time, I also had the opportunity to do a feature for the Fighting News. It's an opportunity that Kat hooked me up with, and man, that was a great experience. And I loved being able to watch the fights up close, and see the fighters perform. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch and see how the crowd develops in front of everybody, and covering the media, and just being that on the scene person. for everybody who's home, who can't come to the fights and or don't feel comfortable coming to the fights. But I'm there. I'm on the scene. You guys need to know about a fight. I want to be there. But I'm grateful for the Fighting News for giving me the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to working with them in the future. With Kat too. There's just a lot that's gonna happen. That's you're gonna start seeing on the media, on the gram. I'm gonna start to try to grow more. So right now we're in month 5 of 2020, the year of the takeover. I'm not done yet. I'm not done. So stay tuned.